Okay, welcome back YouTube to what I believe is part 4 of last autumn with the worker focus. This time I'm playing on normal difficulty versus hard difficulty, just to sort of prove to myself that my memory of normal difficulty being significantly easier than hard is in fact true. And it is appearing true, so we're ahead of schedule by like 3 days. Stockpiles are almost overflowing in some cases. So everything really is going according to plan. Well, according to plan. So then after that, 25 optional upgrades are 25, 45. Okay. So what that's saying is I've actually got too many of you. 25, 45 the other way around. The other one's the 45. Yeah, the other one's the 45. So I need to queue up 22 of you, and then that's actually all the steel we need. Okay, so this will probably be the last part, assuming I can get the workers to work fast enough. Get it working while I go through the announcements. Still trying to stick to a fairly strict schedule of getting 2 videos up a day. So if you are wondering why this video is up so far after the Twitch recording that recorded it, that's why, as I'm in sort of preparation for that, I'm recording ahead of schedule whenever possible. End of the toxic danger, that lowers the toxicity by 3, so in theory we don't need these anymore. Nor do we need any more safety profiles. Okay. Or I could turn one of those on and run safety profile, or run them full time, normal time. We got the call income, so actually run one of them, and then we turn off and go back to normal time. And then maybe we can stop over obsessing on steel production for a bit. Free up more workers to get this built. Okay. So, minor announcements. Again, trying to keep 2 videos up a day. So I'm recording ahead, because I know in, not necessarily the near future, but in the future, I will have a period where I'm not going to be able to record. I want to be prepared for that time. This is probably going to be the last episode of Frostpunk 1 for a while. I think I'm going to try doing Frostpunk 2. Another run of Frostpunk 2 next. Let's check the temperature. How's the temperature looking? Okay, so we probably want to actually heat where we're working. Oh, yeah, you're heated when you're running, but you don't run this hour because we're not running overtime. Okay. And we got scouts waiting for my orders. Sent you to the train station, which is actually probably overshot the storehouse for a bit, but that's fine. Still got food coming from in there. I think there's one more food sized down here. But we're getting close to also finishing the exploration as well. We got a healthcare installation, which we hopefully don't need right now, but yeah, let's do the radiator extensions, and then when we build the radiators, we can build them with longer range in mind. Build a few of them, or build fewer of them. So if you're watching on YouTube and you have recommendations on what to play, let me know. If you have questions on various game mechanics in various games, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to answer those when you put those in the comments in YouTube. If you're watching Twitch live, you can also ask those questions, and they'll probably get answered live in the video I'm playing. I'm not sure if there's any more laws that I need to pass or want to pass. Could do bathhouses and let them bathe, but they've gone this long without bathing. They'll be fine. That's a range upgrade. Don't need the improved temperature on there. Yeah, I think for the moment, unless I'm going to do something like infirmaries, which I might actually do infirmaries. We'll do one infirmary, and then I'll get all the animal upgraded. Because at this point, we don't have a lot of sick people either, so... You get the bandits parcel. We're literally full on food. Okay, more steam cores. Ship another steam core. It won't be long and we won't be able to send things anymore. So, go ahead and set up another normal reloading station over there. We'll want one steam core for setting up the infirmary. Otherwise, it looks like we're looking good. So you got here. We can send you to the cargo convoy because that'll save you a little bit of time. Which food's left in that site? That's not the site. I'll let time pass a little bit, and you won't be in the way, so I can select the site better. So we're building thermal holes at normal speed, 3 days ahead of schedule, so we should probably finish on schedule. So let's get that infirmary set up. Not double insulation, so there's a decent chance that we'll never need any heating from a brazier. Forgers have reached the cargo convoy, which are looking for crates of stuff that I cannot give to them because I have returned it back to camp. So the theory is that that was the supply caravan meant for Winterhome, which is why Winterhome has all the problems it has in the community. And to be fair to them, regardless of whether you return it or not, it doesn't actually do anything. A lot of the stuff in this event, because it's a prequel, in this scenario, because it's a prequel, don't actually do anything. They're making references to how people, when it comes time to use this generator in the normal story, the future story, how they'll suffer if you don't do things right. So we're going to try doing a perfect generator here, because we can, not because I need it to technically win the scenario. And we're on track to do that perfect generator, so that's good. Another steam core has arrived. Keep shipping those steam cores, and we'll keep using them to upgrade our labor efficiency. That's the only thing we're short on is wood, but then we've got most of the wood stuff we needed wood for done anyway. Farming checklist. I think we're actually running out of technologies for me, or technologies that I want to research. So I could do ventilation plants if we needed it, which we don't. Could do the superchargers if I wanted to build faster, but I don't. Can't use them on the bonus optional upgrades anyway. I'm nowhere having the steam cores to do the advanced reloading station. We will have the charcoal kiln at some point. Maybe? Maybe not, actually, because that requires wood, and I've got precious little wood. And we don't need repeaters yet. Okay. Forges arrived at where I sent them. Nothing at the mountain pass. To the avalanche field. I think the place beyond the avalanche field is another food site. And also probably the last exploration site. Can I spare workers to make this go faster? Not really. So, no double time shifts yet. But we're 4 days ahead of schedule. These will be done soon. It's about to get colder, so I'm about to start debating, well, not debating, I'm going to start actually setting up our braziers to keep places warm. The healthcare hopefully doesn't need it. Because we're about to get another temperature down. Yeah, here comes the event for it getting even colder. Okay, herd of reindeer or rusting rails. Herd of reindeer is probably more food that I don't need right now. Let's check out the rusting rails in case we can get some more parts. In the end, a group of people ask you to let them go home aboard the last ship. We need you here, agree, or refuse. We need you here, so I'll just say we need you here. Get that motivation gain. And hopefully, when it comes time for the ships to arrive, that if some of them want to leave, we're not worried about them leaving. Reduce strike rates for 2 days, discontent. Won't change company policy. Or, sure, tea for everyone. Yeah, okay. I'm fine with giving tea for everyone. More motivation. Okay, you didn't find anything else. So it looks like all we got left is the herd of reindeer, which we will go to and extract. We don't need the food yet, but when we do, we'll be happy we've begun the extraction of it. Okay, so another steam core has arrived. Please continue shipping us steam cores. Alright, we'll keep using them to accelerate our extraction of resources. You know, one thing I will do, because I've got a bunch of resources right now, is we'll actually set up some storage depots to increase the storage of a bunch of them. Alright, first one set up. Set it to food rations. We'll basically do most of the resources here. We'll set them up to store extra of. With the exception of raw food. Anything else I can do to raise motivation again? Looks like no. Everyone staying warm? No. Let's keep everyone warm to keep the medical system working fine. Stop being paranoid. Cease and desist with the paranoia, men. We're on track to get this done, and better than done. Place the last order. No, because I have an order inbound, it's not going to let me place it right now. For at least an hour. Alright. Send me that last one. I can probably make use of some workers, so send me 5 workers. We can always use them on overtime shifts if we need to go faster. Or want to go faster. Oh, here comes another cooldown. So the solution to that is we're going to take improved blowers followed by improved heaters. Keep everything nice and toasty. Five days ahead of schedule. I think we're well on track to keep the schedule going. Swap over to standard meals. I don't think we need the food efficiency for the last stretch here. Now we've got a bunch stockpiled up. Improved blowers. Then we'll do improved heaters. This is going to be the last order coming in. You know what? I'll agree to that, just because I think as long as people eat the food, we can make the food. So do I have enough for the last phase already? Yes. Okay, so I actually don't need you working there. Let's begin some degree of accelerating. The final work steps.
The workday is over. Report for your voluntary duties.
So that's the last ship. We're about to have what is basically our last bad event. Besides the sea fully freezing up. I suppose the sea fully freezing up is a bad event as well. Stop them or let them go. 2% workers and 10% engineers will get hurt, or they'll leave. I think I have the medical capacity to treat them, so we're going to stop them. Don't leave. We got things to do. No one died. People only got injured. I wish we would get the injured treated pretty quickly. We got a bunch of freed up workers. We can even start disassembling this stuff for the materials that are in it, because they will no longer be useful for the rest of this mission.
Onwards with the completion of the plan.
Yes, onward the completion is the plan. We're so close to completion. We're going to finish basically a week ahead of schedule. Happy that they're getting their standard meals. And there's phase 4 of the generator complete. Our toil is over.
It's operational.
Well done. Now it's just research. Which arguably means I don't need as many medical centers. I should start building more research labs. I can work around the clock. The engineers we don't need working in these sites. Get the research done faster. So we gotta survive until the icebreaker arrives in 7 days, and finish up running the generator, which will take like 3. I still have more engineers. Okay, so we can leave some in the medical post. Oh, those coal piles ran out quick. I don't suppose I can set up reloading centers on you. No. Sadly, we don't have sand. Oh, we do have sand gathering posts, so we can set up a gathering post over here. To start gathering you. We can keep the coal going to keep the city warm. And I don't need to steal, so we're not going to do the same as the shipwreck. We could do the same as the shipwreck, but...
Workers, put down your tools.
Now, why do you not get your full complement of engineers? Alright, first of the generator improvements are researched. Into the second one, we already got everything prepared, so it's just research, research, research. It's supposed technically I don't need you running anymore, so we should disassemble you so we stop having you take coal. Disassemble you, disassemble you, disassemble you. These around the clock. Keep the coal stockpiled. If I need more wood, I can activate those. How's the temperature looking? Only +1 from heat zone? Thought we got, 2. Okay, so it does not auto turn on? Doesn't auto turn on. Okay, that's an easy fix then. And we're just going to try to fast forward through the end of this victory, because we've basically won here. And as you're probably seeing, my memory is maybe not as bad as I thought it was for a while. Hard difficulty is a big difficulty jump on this scenario. I was actually unprepared for. I remember normal difficulty being this sort of easy, where we've got barely any deaths. And I was not mentally prepared for the 200-something deaths I had on the hard engineer run. After playing a run that would have been like this. Rachel get hurt, discount will rise. No, we've got the medical facilities to treat him. He'll be fine. Complaining about moving out of steel composites, that's fine. This is the last steel composite we're going to use. So, as we're waiting for the last of this to tick down, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember I try to keep having 2 episodes come up every day, one for each game. Trying to keep up 2 games to keep some variety in. I have Long Dark running in the 6 p.m. slot. I have whatever game running in the noon slot. This should probably be the last session of this one in the noon slot. I think I'm going to swap over to Frostpunk 2 will probably be the next one in the noon slot. And then maybe we might do Path of Exile or something. I'm not thinking that far ahead at this point, but there'll always be something in the noon slot. And to be fair, there'll be something in the 6 p.m. slot when Long Dark ends, but I don't know when that's going to end, and that's... there'll be something new in that slot when the Long Dark run ends, for good or for ill. And it's a long way off for ending for good, so the unfortunate death may happen, but I don't know when that'll happen, if it happens. So I'm not assuming that it's going to happen anytime soon.
Quitting time. Return to your comfortable quarters.
We're maybe not going to run the charcoal kiln, but I'm going to prep for it anyway. Just in case we need to run it to maintain the coal supply, because our coal supply is finite and depleting rapidly.
Workers, the fate of mankind is in your hands.
He says that, but I suspect it maybe isn't the case. Okay, any other researches that I might want? No to you. No to you. No to you. No to you. So no more research. So actually at this point, disassemble all the workshops that we just built. And we shove the engineers in them back in the medical system. Oops. Engineers, please. Got lots of spare engineers. I'd like them to treat the sick.
The work day is over. Glory to the working class.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the rescue to come in 3 and a bit game days. So we'll get basically as cold as it might get week 2 in the main scenario. To give you an idea of how unadapted to the cold our people are.
coming.
Yeah, so this is how cold their tents are at the beginning of... Well, during the first cold wave in the main campaign scenario. This is how cold their tents are, basically. And this is how warm they are now with the maximum warmth I can get them, so...
With the completion of the plan.
Well, the plan's complete, guy. We just need them to get picked up. We're waiting for the boats. We're waiting for the boats to leave.
The workday is over. Report for your voluntary duties.
I'm not going to address that because there's a reason well, actually, I can heat a couple more homes. These two aren't warm. That's what's explaining specifically about those two. Okay. If it's complaining about specific homes. Yeah, it's complaining about specific homes. So if I can fix those homes, then I will. What's my housing situation looking like? Do I actually need all my homes? I got 34 bacon bits. Okay, so I need one more house, and I can tear down all the... tear down all the other ones. All the cold ones. Saying I got homeless people, so I'm gonna go ahead and build some more, because I got some more warm spots I can put them in anyway. Alright, hopefully those will get assembled soon, because we got lots of free workers. You see the wave of workers, if you're looking closely there, going to build the buildings? Yes. Oh, so many sick people. That's the cold. That's the problem with having this many people when it's this cold. I've covered a bunch of steam cores. I can go ahead and set up... Where is it? Food, health... it would be health, yes. Let's go ahead and set up some more armories. So we can treat them in more efficient abodes. And we'll try to avoid having any more people die.
Workers, rejoice. Your shift begins. Workers, put down your tools.
Okay, we're down to 3 sick people. Warm as we can keep it, and we're just waiting the time out. 2 days to go. Mild trouble. Frostpunk, yeah, the Frostpunk. Frostbite, yes, that's gonna happen. Is there wood in that pile? Yeah, but we're not for long. Not at the current rate. Let's set up a charcoal kiln. Do we have a place where we can put it where it'll be warmed by one of the existing braziers? Sure, if I put it in the place where I was putting my infirmary, so let's put it over there then. Maybe not the best idea to put the polluting generating building right next to the healthcare, but you know, With this level of cold, maybe they won't care. If anything, it might keep them warmer.
To work. Remember to report slackers.
And yeah, you can see the cold has given us 49 sick people. Let's continue to expand our healthcare system to try to keep them all treated. Wave of people go to build the buildings. Good fishing spot depleted. Okay, is there any unexplored sites around here? I think the answer is no at this point. In which case that means it's time for you to go back to the construction site and disband.
The workday is over. Glory to the working class.
Sure. We'll send some people looking for the missing lookout. Again, we're waiting for the boat to arrive. Less than one in-game day for the boat to arrive. Made it back to the construction sites, so we can disband you. Pay to the lookout. Those are polar bear tracks. As an experienced explorer, these beasts normally keep far away from the north until winter. Must get out of here. The weather really is getting crazy. So this is considered winter by polar bears at this point. The autumn is basically over, which is fine. We're about to leave. We've got 10 hours left on the clock before we leave. So you can see how frozen the water has gotten.
Efficiency norms.
Distribute food supplies to the sick to get them recovering quicker. Not that we need them working at this point. At this point, we're just waiting for that boat. Here comes the boat. And there's the end credits. Of it warming up a bit as the icebreaker comes in to let our people leave. We did it. So, yep, if you've been watching on YouTube and watched the previous one that was on hard difficulty, basically the whole point of this run was for me to prove to myself that I wasn't crazy when I thought that the challenge wasn't as difficult on normal difficulty as it was, well, normal. I think it's medium difficulty technically, but on medium as it is on hard. Because, yeah, when I played on hard, like, I remembered I'd done Perfect Generator run like this on medium before, and it wasn't that bad. But then all of a sudden, when I'm playing on hard, it was, like, incredibly hard. And the major difference there was the ability to keep up motivation. Going up one tier made motivation really hard to maintain. I imagine if I went to the max difficulty, you'd basically just give up on motivation because motivation is going to be in the dumpster the entire time. Or you'd have to employ some more meta strategy than I was employing to keep it up. But yeah, that is the last autumn scenario. I'll check in. Well, I'll probably have another video up tomorrow if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, I'll probably have some time tomorrow to stream as well. I'll catch you all later. Okay, sorry YouTube. I've edited this on to the end of the video because I realized that some people might actually want to see that little cinematic where you sort of see the settlement be built over time. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit that on to the end. I don't remember if I did that for the hard difficulty. And if I didn't, I'm sorry. But I'm not sure if I can get back to that for the hard difficulty. But for this difficulty, I was able to load the autosave and run that. So catch you all guys later.